Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick, and in today's video I've got two trade examples I wanted to share with you. So as you know, I trade supply and demand. I'm looking for demand zones to buy from, and I'm looking for supply zones to sell from. And I've mentioned this in my previous videos that price was trending from here, heading down to this major demand zone here that pushed it up aggressively, and it had created an imbalance. So I expected price to fill this in. And once it got there, I will look for a reversal to try and take it back up. So essentially, that is what I did. I'm going to show you two trade examples on how you could have got involved yourself. So I believe it was on the 30th based on this, and then the following day I caught another move based on this. Okay, so let's look at the first example. Okay, so let's go down to lower time frame. So you can see already we're in a higher time frame where H1, we've seen that price has pulled into the larger time frame demand zone. So we switched to a lower time frame, and what we're looking for is a reversal pattern, and that will be our indication that price may want to turn around. So I switched down to M5. That's my preferred zone, or time frame, should I say, time frame to have a look. So let's scroll over here. Let's get that off. So where are we? Okay, so I can't remember what day this was. So that was Monday. That was Monday, and this is Tuesday. Tuesday's when I found the trade. Okay, let me just clean this up. So previous day, Friday here, started trading down on Monday, heading to my zone. So on Monday I was looking for this move up. Okay, didn't find it on Monday. Can't remember why, but on Tuesday, maybe I took a scalp from there already. Yeah, I think I took a scalp for this, so I don't trade Monday. Tuesday, when price had trended down again, created liquidity coming down here. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. Okay, here we are. So when it trending down here, creating liquidity, because up here there's stop loss. This is Asian highs. There's a little trend here. If you're trailing the move down, you're placing your stop loss just above the swing points, right? Above the swing high, above string high there, above swing high there. And as you know, that's what I want to see. Okay, I want to see liquidity being created as it heads towards my zone that I want to enter from. So it's heading down towards demand. I'm looking for a buy from demand. I don't sell this. I don't try to sell this and drive it down to beat a low. I'm looking for a buy, and if it's not giving me a buy, I'm not taking that trade. Okay, so only buy from demand, only sell from supply. You can occasionally catch a breakout, but it's so risky. It's better to look for the move in the direction you want it to go. So buying from demand, so you need to buy. You need to, once it gets to demand, buy. Okay, don't look for a sell. Anyway, that's how I play it. Okay, so trending down, price tags in to this pole and flag formation here. Okay, so we have our low, we have a pole, a flag, and a pole. It broke the previous day's trend. Okay, so it's settled here, started trending down again, tags into that zone here. Okay, so I showed you this a few times. You should be able to find these zones by now if you've been following the channel, but I will box this up one more time to show you how I do it when I find the objects, shapes. Okay, boom. So from that low to this low here, take it across. You can see it entered that zone here, and what did it do? Reverse on the lower time frame, visible on M1 in this case, and broke structure again. So when it comes back to the zone that it broke structure from, that is your entry. Okay, that was my entry. Okay, so I entered here and I actually held this move. Okay, so this is slightly different to what I normally do. I would normally scalp it to, from this low, scalp it to about 10 pips. So what I wanted to show you in this video is I held the move and what happened with this trade. Okay, so 10 pips would have been there. So I could easily got my 10 pips within about an hour and called it a day. But I held the move because I believed it wanted to do a lot more. So entry was there, and where I wanted to take the move was a little bit further. considerably further. Okay, so entry was there, and I wanted to take this move to basically where it is currently. I wanted to take it back up towards this last supply that sent it down, because this was a reversal, it's broken structure now, so I expect it now to continue breaking structure to aim for the previous highs now. Okay, so this beat that first one, and then I wanted it to go further, but as you can see it failed. Okay, it's reversed now and it's come back again, so in theory it's still right, but it didn't get there to when I wanted it or how I wanted it to get to. So luckily for me, I am a scalper by nature. So I did scalp the move initially, left the runner, and the runner got stopped out. But what I really wanted to show you in this video is the importance of not moving your stop loss to break even. Okay, so it's a discipline you need to learn. Once you get the hang of reading these charts and stuff like that and taking trades and entries, it becomes once you become profitable, the hard bit is staying profitable, you know. And for me, it's easy because I scalp, but what you want to do is focus on taking some money off the table. Okay, but what I did here, what I want to show you here is also the importance of trusting your analysis. Okay, so my entry is here, but this is my swing low. Okay, so my stop loss was underneath that point there. Let's see. Okay, cool. So my stop loss was underneath there, and that is 17 pips. Is that correct? No, 21 pips. Okay, so I had a 21 pip stop loss, considerably higher, but I was willing to hold this to do a 2 to 1 at least, or hit that zone to do like a 1 to 6. Okay, so I was willing to hold it for it to get up to at least 60 pips. So risking 20 pips, trying to get 60 pips, that would be 1 to 3. That's what I was looking for. Okay, at least. So price started moving in my direction. As you can see, at this point I was very happy, and then it came down. I wasn't worried. It's consolidated and settled through the day. The following day I woke up to this. So the following day I woke up to this. It shot down aggressively. Okay, and it was sitting here back to my entry. If I had moved to break even, I would have been stopped out here. Okay, and I would have missed this. Okay, I did not move to break even. I left my stop loss where it was, waited for price to reverse and go up. The reason I believed it was going to reverse and go up, that my stop loss didn't need to be moved or I didn't need to come out the move, is because of the price action that day. So Asian session tends to be slow. This was very fast for it to drive down. So I saw this as basically they are pushing price down, the Asia session, pushing price down hard for the London session bankers to get back into the move to drive price higher. Okay, it's a theory of mine that all these banks are in line or all these sessions work in unison to each other. So Asia session will sell it, London will buy it, and vice versa. Doesn't always work like that, but with this read, that's what I believe was happening. So I left my stop loss where it was, and price reverse, and you can see what happened with this trade. So let's go to trade history quickly. You can see my entry was down there. So let's just move this. My entry was not as great as I thought it was. SMC traders, you would have left your stop loss here. If you took some profit here, you're good, but if you left it, you would have got stopped out. Okay, supply and demand, my mindset is to leave it at the swing high or swing low. That's where it needs to be. Okay, because this happens. Yeah, it came all the way down here just to get underneath here. Anyone who was here with the stop loss was taken out, and then they continued to move. So I was able to hold it. When it got up to here, I took some off because at this point it was a 1 to 3. So I made about 3% on this move, got out, left the runner, and you can see what happened to the runner. Okay, so I didn't move my stop loss. It was all the way down there, and eventually I got stopped out. So that's what I really wanted to talk about. I did have this comment in the I did have a question about this in the comment section, and that is what I wanted to address. Sometimes you need to just trust your read, leave your stop loss. If you lose, you lose. It's a part of the game, okay? You need to accept the loss. As long as you haven't over leveraged, you should be able to accept the loss. Think about trading for a year. Don't think about trading for the day, for the week, for the month. Think about trading for a year. Think about being consistent for a year. And that way you won't focus on the small wins on the day, small wins, small losses. It doesn't matter. Think about it long term, how you want to continue on. Okay, so that was that trade. So when price came back down, took me out, I saw this, which is exactly the same move. Okay, look, we are trending again. We have our high, our low. This was news, by the way. That's why it stopped me out. We're trending again, creating lower highs all the way down here. We're still deep in our demand. I'm not selling this. I'm looking for a buy. So I did catch a buy from here. Let's see. I caught this really late actually. I had this marked out. I had this entry point marked out to the pinpoint accuracy, but I wasn't able to catch this because I was actually doing a viewing. So stick around to the video, stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to show you a quick clip of what I got to yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday, and why I missed this trade. I was viewing a property, and basically I wasn't able to catch this trade at this entry, but I was able to catch it when it pulled back. So trending down. We have our breaking structure here. I wasn't able to catch down there, but we had our breaking structure here. That's our confirmation that price wanted to reverse. And you can see in my trade history here, I missed the entry by about, I think it was about 5 pips. Okay, 6 pips. I missed the entry when it pulled back here, but I could have caught it if it was there, but I didn't know it was going to come back again, basically. So this time, based on what happened the previous day, I just scalped it. I just scalped it for 1-to-1, took my move, and I was done. Right? But look what happened. Look what happened today. It then decided to be the major swing move. Okay, so it ran all the way to 102 pips. Okay, I've been very patient this week, only taking those 2 trades. I made about 2.5% on the account, so I'm happy, but it annoys me when I miss these big moves when I'm completely right and I'm not able to profit from it. It's a little bit annoying, but you know, happy with the win nonetheless. So I'm going to show you how you could have caught that move. The same thing I look for on the smaller time frames applies on the larger time frames. Larger time frames, you just have to be more patient for the move to enter your zone. You need to be more patient for the move to reverse based on a higher time frame, and you need to be more patient for it to get to your TP. Okay, if you're not patient, stick to the lower time frame. Anyway, so quickly, why did I enter that trade there? Why did I think that price point was the point to get in? If you look at supply and demand, lower time frame, same applies. We're pole and flag in here, pole, flag, pole, deep flag, still respecting this zone, enter this zone, poles out, right? And I expected this to come back to fill this, and it did. So where's our price point where price could turn around based on that zone that we are referring to? So if you look at all these wicks here, these are where price visited, bounced off, and created, if you like, support and resistance zones. Okay, so if you do trade support and resistance, you probably use this as entries. So you could have looked at that as a key point to enter. I was looking to see where price could reverse from, and I was looking at a price point. When the first move I missed, well, first move I got, sorry, but when it reversed and took me out, I was looking for where price could eventually bounce from again. So I marked out this low here. I think it's that low. It's either that low or this low. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think it was that. There you go. I marked out this low. It was that low there because that was our first breaking structure. So look, if you follow the daily, there's a high, there's a high, there's a lower high, there's a lower high here, lower high there. This is when it broke and started creating higher highs. Okay, so you've seen this on M5 when I'm trading. When I look for the breaking structure price to pull back into the zone where it broke structure and then go off. So that's what it did here. I marked at the price point and it bounced off there. Even though I missed that entry, I would have entered aggressively because I've tried to move away from there, move away from entering aggressively. What I did is what I should have done. Go to a lower time frame, look for the reversal on price, and that gives me my confirmation to enter rather than just entering aggressively. And if you're wrong, you're going to see price push aggressively against you. So that's the entry, and that's the two trades. Okay, so I am currently in a trade now. We are on GU, and there's news due to be released with this trade, so I don't know if I'm going to stick around for this. So basically, with this one here, we have a lot of consolidation here. We have stop losses all underneath here, Asian session, London session, everything sitting underneath here. Price has been ranging for a while, and I do expect it to come down because we're at the highs here now, and we are looking for. So this is the range, this is the top of the range. I'm expecting it to fill some of this imbalance before it continues going up, or if it actually wants to go down, it goes down. So we're going to see how that plays out, and I'll let you know how that plays out. So as I said, I'm going to show you what I've been up to this week and in the property I was looking at. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the property. Is it a buy, or is it a sell, or is it actually I'm looking to purchase it. My partner's looking to purchase it. I had a look at it, reviewed it, and I gave my opinion. What would you do? Let me know. Would you buy it or walk away? Because it's a bit of a project. Okay, all right, have a look at that. Let me know. Until next time, this is Patrick signing out. Peace.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough over this property. I'll tell you some of my thoughts on it. It's a large property, it's corner plot, it's about 1,000 square feet, and I'm just going to walk you through. I'm not going to go through every single room. I just want to show you what I look for when I go viewing properties. So this property is massive, okay? Let's get that straight, okay? There is some work to be done, but the real problem with this property isn't necessarily the work that needs to be done to get it restored. It's more to do with the restrictions that come with the property. It is a protected property, so that means everything externally, everything internally, the main features, the main bones of the property, tiles, doors, windows, you cannot change it. You could update it, but you cannot change it. So that whole process alone could be very expensive, okay? So as you can see, it's in good conditions, be vacant for a very long time, but as you can see, most of the beams in the property is in good condition, except for this corner here. So having a look at this was probably the only cause of concern, but there's a hole there, and it looks like it's being caused from a leak, potentially from the roof. Obviously, if it's on the ceilings, from the roof. As you can see on the floors, there's no real issues. It's got central heating, it's got electricity. This is a chapel area. What you would probably want to do, just really decorate, paint it, clean it all up. And what I would prefer to do with this property, what I was talking to my partner about doing with this property, was converting it into a business, because for me it's too big to be a dwelling. It's not a home for us, at least, okay? So it's something to consider. Property is currently on the market. What are your thoughts? How much do you think it is? Okay, and how much would you pay for this? Let me know in the comment section, okay? So this is the outside. This is potentially where the leak that we saw inside coming from. You can see it's, opposite it on the outside. Potentially up from this roof here, there's a corner here where the gutter's gone. So it's amazing how much damage such a little thing like this could cause, okay? So if you do have any property yourself and you have any leaks coming from the roof, address it quickly, because it can go and get worse. So all this culture, all of this would need to stay. So just that alone could cost you a lot of money, because you would need to get experts to be able to refurbish or renovate this property to keep the conditions to meet the restrictions that are in place. So let me know in the comment section, what are your thoughts? Is it a buy, or is it just way too much work to be done? Would you walk away from it? Anyway, this is me signing out. Until next time, peace.